It's the since 2018. Get ready for AFC action.
Las Vegas. And he opts to not. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
First down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Herbert now. He's got it to Williams. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun snap for Herbert. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. From 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 30 on second down, Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey, we're good. You ready? It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, we double my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Going to Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. James has got it, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Jefferson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now
Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. The open Raider first down, 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, that's into the hands of Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. That's James. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good enough for the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try the right side with Eckler, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And this one's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Caught out right by Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
93. 93.
Here's Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
49's the mic. Watch 49. All day, just like that. Just like that.
To throw, it's Carr. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that plan.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Solomon Thomas forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw his Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Carr completes it, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So Carr and the Raiders now down 9-6. A minute 15 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Now Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Herbert now to throw. James has got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty.